A few days ago, the Scottish national team failed to reach the World Cup. However, perhaps even worse than that, I, Calum Wright, also failed you, the lovely viewers, who should leave a like on the video and subscribe anyway. Do you remember when I said this? And in the next episode, we will play a few games off camera, including the Carabao Cup second round against Wolves. Bloody cheers for that one, Carabao. Useless. Man City. Oh, and also this, which is maybe even worse. I would absolutely love for Scotland to win a trophy, albeit fictionally, at Wembley. We'll take what we can get. Well, I figured it may be best to play the Manchester City game off camera, given the fact we got walloped 3-0 by West Ham. However, we didn't get walloped. They were the ones that got walloped. Look at those match stats. We had 12 shots, they had only 6, with only 1 on target. We smashed them 4-0. Lyndon Dykes grabbing 2, Shea Adams grabbing 1, and John McGinn curling 1 into the top corner. Let's enjoy it, shall we? Because, well, I made a boo-boo by not playing that one on camera. I had no confidence that we would actually go and win it. In fact, we'll enjoy it in 3D instead, shall we? Director, Lyndon Dykes, prodded that one home nice and early on. Perfect, that's a great start. I thought this won't last. McTominay's header, prodded home then by Shea Adams. 2-0 up inside 25 minutes. Yeah, I know. And then I thought, oh, Man City will get one back. Nope, Shea Adams nicked in. An excellent finish from Lyndon Dykes. I thought, this is too good to be true. I still thought we'll maybe throw it away. Nathan Patterson on the right-hand side. Cut it back to John McGinn. Curled one into the top corner against one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So, yeah, I messed up, but where the hell was that on Wednesday? And then I played the Fulham game in the Carabao Cup third round off camera. And, well, we lost. I did rotate slightly, but still McTominay in there, Hanley. Hickey started. Who else started? Robertson started despite playing terribly. Shea Adams in there, Callum McGregor. And even then, John McGinn dropped out. Stuart Armstrong came in. You thought, well, it should have been okay. The stats suggested that as well. No, absolutely not. We started well. Shea Adams got us off to a flyer. A little bit later than Lyndon Dykes prior. However, it went peak-tong. It started off with McTominay, 17 minutes on the clock, a good ball in for Shea Adams, and he prodded home excellently. It went to VAR, and the goal was indeed given. But then Harry Wilson decided to do that, booting it past David Marshall, who to his credit did save another similar one later on in the game. And then, well, this happened. Harry Wilson again, so it's maybe just as well we're not going to be playing Wales in the playoffs, because it's not looking good against Welsh players, is it? We had a goal disallowed as well. Offside. Livid.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
But our league form has been relatively decent out with that Man City game. Drawing at Leicester in the game after the West Ham one, before beating Wolves 2-1 in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, well, we know how that went. 3-1 against Oil Tycoons Newcastle before smashing Watford 4-0. Lyndon Dykes grabbing a hat-trick. He really is the best on earth, and somehow we're sitting second. I've no idea how. Crystal Palace are sitting 6th, and we will face them as well as Liverpool today in this episode. Hopefully we can emulate what we did against Manchester City. Now that the camera's on, doubt that's going to happen, but we'll see. As well as all that, we signed Alex Lowry, looking very young there, admittedly. Basically, I thought, if we don't win the league this year, I'm going to try and carry on and come back to it at some point, and we will need players who have been at the club for a certain amount of years if we do end up qualifying for Europe. Welcome Alex Lowry, Dylan Lobban and Murray Johnson of Hibernian also signed. But that was it, and we're out of the transfer window. This is the side we are going to play with against Crystal Palace. Away at Selhurst Park on a Friday night is not great, but it's the same team that absolutely walloped Manchester City. So it should be okay. Should be the key word. Playing the 5-back, sticking with that. It works when Kieran Tierney's in there. Not so much when he's not, which is what I learned against Fulham as well. Steve Clark learning it against Ukraine. Crystal Palace, relatively decent, no major changes to their starting 11. Odsonne Edouard, however, very familiar with most of the boys probably in this starting 11. But let's see how it goes. we should win. We should absolutely smash them, given how we dealt with Manchester City. But I've learned that this means absolutely nothing. Sorry on key highlights, we'll get that off. And here we go, underway. Well, let's see how it goes. A win here, and then we'll take whatever happens against Liverpool. But we are currently second in the league. It's going better than I thought after that game against West Ham. That could be about to change. Wilfried Zaha back to Conor Gallagher. And Crystal Palace have started off relatively well, which is not great, but we'll see how it goes. We did rotate in the midweek game. Oh no. Great save, Craig Gordon, against Fulham, which is why we went out of the cup. But it means we should be fresh, given the fact that was on the Tuesday and this was the Friday. We've not been dealt a good hand, really. And oh no, well, we've seen this before, haven't we? A free kick, left-sided. Okay, thankfully not as good as Harry Wilson. He's not Welsh, that's why. But Kieran Tierney has a throw-in, 23-ish minutes on the clock. Hanley did not win it, but Tierney put it straight back in, as Gilmore, who are looking to pick up the scraps, did not quite get there. And Crystal Palace will look to form an attack of their own. Joel Ward on the right-hand side. I don't know why I said it like that. Not a Scooby-Doo. Conor Gallagher on the ball in the middle of the park. Zaha breaking in behind. Oh dear. Why is this happening now that the camera's on? What's going on? Why is it like this? Things go well off camera. It happened in my last Aberdeen save, which you should check out. The link will be on the end screen after this episode. I should stop setting the target of winning the league with teams that aren't capable of doing so. Good finish, Wilfried Zaha. Well done.
Get in there! Well done.
He's 38.
10 minutes before half-time. I'm nae happy, so we're going to try and press them a little bit more and just unsettle them because they've been pretty comfortable. We've not had many chances of our own. Let's see if we can, well, force things. No would be the answer to that. As we go in at half-time, 1-0 down. It's been horrendous. It's been a bad showing. But we're not out of it yet. I sure hope not. They've been terrible so far. I'll tell them that, and I'll wave my arms back like a maniac. John McGinn having a poor game out there. McTominay has played in all 3 of the last games. Still somehow performing the best in centre-back. The less said about that, the better, I feel. Get your fingers out, Scotland. Billy Gilmore with a free kick. Oh, he goes back to Andy Robertson. We've got big players. Why are we not putting it straight in? But Robbo looking to make things happen. Again, the less said about that, the better. McTominay! Rubbish. Really, really bad. And oh no, Crystal Palace with a free kick into Odsonne Edouard, who holds up the ball rather well. And Joe Ward out wide for Crystal with a weird ball. Yeah, okay. It's chaos in Selhurst. That's not a place, is it? Robertson with a corner. A goal now, and we could be straight back in it. But McTominay's just loving putting the ball over the bar. So it's not going how I hoped this. We don't have a recognised centre-back on the park now. McTominay and Tierney holding it down with Patterson and Robertson dropping it back. 4-2-3-1. You've all seen it before playing Football Manager. Ryan Fraser coming on that right-hand side with Shea Adams on the left, hopefully causing problems with him coming in here. And then Robertson free to bomb forward, who's in fact going to be still a complete wing-back because he poses a lot of threat on that left-hand side. Dykes up there with Christie in support. 25 minutes to go. Can we get something to happen? Change in shape. It's not looking great. Not looking great so far. So, Shea Adams going to join Lyndon Dykes up top with Ryan Fraser on the left and Stuart Armstrong coming on the right. Do we maybe just try and hoy the ball into the box nice and early and hope for the best? I think so, because we've created little to nothing in this game, and with less than 10 minutes to go, it's not looking great at all. I'd take a point right now, considering Crystal Palace have been doing, well, pretty decent. They're top of the league. We're not going to get a point, though, so that's great. That's just fantastic. Push Robertson and Patterson higher up the park. Desperate times, desperate measures. Let's hope Robertson can control the ball if he needs to. No. Well, really wish I'd shown you that Man City game now, if I hadn't already before, as we face one of the top sides and one of the sides that we should absolutely be beating in the league.
That went well.
Now dropping down to third, still looking decent, but a lot of teams around us with games to play. I'm going to give the boys a lot of rest because, well, they need it. They've been pretty busy, to be fair. All of them going on international break prior, in case you couldn't have guessed that. All playing with each other. Liverpool in over a week's time. Pray for me. And prior to the Liverpool game, something I never thought would happen. Lyndon Dykes, September's Player of the Month for the Premier League. 5 goals in 3 games with an average rating of nearly 8. He's the best on earth, I'm telling you. We looked a lot worse than when he went off against Ukraine.
Today, Junior?
Clearly having terrible flashbacks to what happened. And Billy Gilmour, 3rd in Young Player of the Month. It's looking okay despite that last loss. And here is the state of play before we kick off against Liverpool. We are currently 7th in the league. However, Liverpool are top, which isn't great, but we're only 3 points behind. A chance to go level on points. I'm really confident. Can you tell? No? Okay, fair enough. We're going to stick with the same team that, okay, just lost to Crystal Palace, but it's the same team that got a fantastic result against Manchester City. I was tempted to slot McTominay into midfield for Gilmour and maybe taking Jack Hendry. We're not going to do that. I do remember McKenna's come in for Hanley, who is now injured, which is not great at all. We'll put Liam Cooper on the bench and Robertson playing with injections against his former club. A little knee injury. He'll only had a couple days on with his injections. That's absolutely fine. It's an international break, so we'll take it. Liverpool side, very, very decent though, as we all know, and looking at it's terrified me a little bit. But we have reason to be confident. Man City won the league in real life in this Premier League season. We beat them 4-0 at Hampden, so same again. It's a Liverpool free kick and Nathan Patterson's booked inside a minute. Well, not great. James Milner hovering over it. Joe Matip's very free in there, a lot free at the back post, thankfully. Just over the bar. But after 10 minutes, things are looking relatively even. We're in fact dominating the ball and the attempt somehow. This is similar to how the game started against Manchester City. Is Hampden a fortress? I don't know. Oh, well, wish I didn't say that. Liverpool on the ball. Diogo Jota. Okay, we're happy with that all day long.
Am I happy with that? No, I'm not!
Virgil van Dijk, though, playing out of the back. Despite all our domination according to the match stats, seeing none of them in the highlights so far. But Billy Gilmour nicks in, and Patterson, I'm terrified he's going to get sent off, to be honest. And Diogo Jota, oh dear, bearing down on goal. A great save from Craig Gordon, a man that bails us out all of the time. I thank God for him. It's terrifying what's going to happen when he retires, to be honest. But playing forever, it seems like, as we deal with the corner well. Half an hour gone. Not a fantastic start, but okay so far. And we maybe have a chance of our own. Gordon out to Tierney. McTominay. Oh, we're going to boot it long and give it away, aren't we? Looking for Lyndon Dykes. Even if he wins it, there's nobody there. And Liverpool first to react and pick up the scraps. Mane injured. I would tell them to go in a little bit harder on him, because we are scum. But Patterson already on a booking, probably not a good idea. Not sure what Lyndon Dykes was doing, but we won the header. And are we going to counter-attack here? Robertson, he needs to get high up that left-hand side. Looking for Patterson, nods it down to Lyndon Dykes. But Van Dijk, oh my god, we're in. Lyndon Dykes, through on goal. Oh, has to do better. But here we go again. McKenna playing it about with Tierney, and, well, we lose it. Thiago performing an excellent slide tackle, and Mo Salah back to Henderson. Not sure how that's not gone in, and not sure what McKenna was doing. But we've dealt with it for now. This has been absolute carnage, but so far, good. We will absolutely take it. Half time now, 0-0. Sorry, viewers at home, if it's still like this at the end of the game, I will be a happy boy. I'm going to tell them that I'm delighted so far. They're all happy about it. Any changes we maybe make at half-time? Probably not as of yet. Tierney having a good game. How's Robertson coping? Where the hell is he? He's coping fine. The injections have worked wonders. Fantastic. Used to be juiced up at Liverpool, allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, well. Other fullback's a bit of a problem, though. It's redemption time for Aaron Hickey. I was told at the game that I was part of the problem as to why Scotland were so bad for being a happy clapper, because I wasn't convinced by the people around me that Stephen O'Donnell should have started for Aaron Hickey. Not sure what that was about, but they got very angry with their families as well. It was pretty embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as our loss to Crystal Palace though. And well, of course, Liverpool now with a chance, seen nothing in this second half so far, and not happy about this. I don't know who that is on the right hand side, but Fabinho on the ball as Liverpool look to make something happen and look to nick a goal away at Hampden. Naby Keita dancing through, well, nobody essentially back there, and Fabinho, James Milner, it's not gone in somehow. 13 minutes to go, Robertson now starting to struggle, so we're going to the flat four. And we're going to try and pack the midfield a little bit. Stuart Armstrong's coming on for Robertson, but him and McGregor both with the attack duties. Get up in support of McGinn, Dykes and Adams. So I'm maybe going to change Dykes to pressing forward, just wreak havoc up there as we look to maybe nick this, but at least hold on. 10 minutes to go now. It's looking okay. Liverpool maybe slightly on top now, but no real clear-cut chances yet. I don't know. Do we stick or do we twist? I think we're going to put on... How quick's Ryan Fraser? Very in the game. So 15 acceleration, 15 pace. He's going to get there up alongside Shea Adams. Pin those centre-halves back and maybe, just maybe, we can nick something. At very least, Dykes won't get suspended. Into 5 minutes of added time. Oh, no. Not like this, Scotland. It's been like this over the years many a time, but against Liverpool at Hampden, please God, no. Henderson into Naby Keita. Are we going to maybe nick it and counter-attack? It doesn't look like it. Mo Salah, Diogo Jota, boom, hit the bar. Okay, well, we've got away with it a little bit. Still not done though. Over the allotted time. Here is Shea Adams. Just go very long. Just somebody in behind. Where's Ryan Fraser? Make the run. McGinn into Armstrong. No. Imagine if we win it now. Play Armstrong. No. Okay. There must be men in the middle. There is. Ryan Fraser looking for them. Oh, headed clear though. And Hickey, that is absolutely okay. Yellow card. We will take that all day long. Using his Serie A experience there, clearly, of shithousery. But still not done yet. We're over the allotted time, ref. Please call it here. Well done, Kieran Tierney. What's going on? Okay, it's done. Dull, but we will absolutely take 0-0 against Liverpool. Taking 4 points from Man City and Liverpool. Very, very decent. Just a shame we lose to the other fodder. But, oh well, we will take it. Currently in 7th. Better than I thought we would be at this stage of the game. We've actually been bumped up in the preview predictions. We were 10th prior to that game. Somehow a draw against Liverpool's got us back down to 12th, but still better than where we started. In the next episode, I think we will be back with Southampton and Manchester United, or maybe Manchester United and Tottenham, given the fact there's a little international break between the two there. Let me know what you'd prefer in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new around here. I've got the NBA as the Premier League video coming out tomorrow. Make sure you don't miss it. Take care.